A Lima man gets nearly 100 years in prison for having sexual conduct with teenage boys that he was in charge of.
The only adjective that I could find that would describe this is an abomination.
That was the statement that Judge Jeffrey Reed said before handing down a sentence of 94 years in prison for Jeremy Kindle. He pled guilty to 20 counts, which included sexual battery and unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Kindle is also HIV positive, and because of that, he faced felonious assault charges for each of the victims. Kindle and his husband, Scott Steffes, who were adopted and foster parents, were charged with over 60 counts each of having sex with multiple boys, whose ages range from 12 to 18 years old over a 3-year period.
And he fought their silence by giving them dirt bikes, letting them smoke weed, drink beer, here's jewelry, you can vape. But you can only do that if you have sex with me and Scott. And he would have continued to commit these acts with these kids if it wasn't for the bravery of a 12-year-old boy to finally stand up to him and put a stop to this.
When he had found out that law enforcement had arrested Steffes back in May of 2020, Kindle was preparing to run.
And when law enforcement finally do track him down and find him, the first thing he does is cut his throat with circular saw. Because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison. Because with Jeremy Kindle, it's all about Jeremy Kindle.
Kindle had this to say before his sentence.
As I'm full of guilt and remorse and wish I could turn back time. As a result, I've lost my husband, children, career, home, and entire life. Most will say I've deserved that. I deserve that. The hurt and regret never goes away, and now I live daily with that pain and the results of the poor decisions I made.
Steffes' case is still ongoing, and he has a hearing later this month.